Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you my actual methodology, and I'm going to be explaining throughout what I'm doing, and you're going to see my notes, and you're going to see a lot of different attacks that I believe is going to be incredibly useful to you, especially if you're on your way to do the OSCP. So sit back, relax. I hope you learned something useful, and please enjoy the video. Because we did a little mess up, but that's okay. Let me just copy paste this for convenience sake, but yeah. All of this should have been fine if you just follow along. I'm just going to replace that. Now we can do that again, and now we can see, right, all of the ports. So typically, in Active Directory, we want to go after usernames and credentials. If there was a website here, we can definitely try to find usernames like that. If this is on the OSCP exam, you're going to be given initial set of credentials, so that's perfectly okay, right? We don't need to find credentials, but in this scenario, we don't even know any usernames, okay? So that's typically the first thing that we want to go after. So to do so, we have a few different techniques that we can attempt, okay? So we could do, once again, target, or we can just do the key IP. So I'm going to do target for now. And then, like this. This is just first time running NetExec. Let me just update this. NetExec. Let's just try the commands that it's giving us. And then let's do that. And let's try that again. Yes, and that's now working. So we can see with this, the actual domain, okay? So we can see that we are after the soup, the co.local domain. It's typically a good idea to add this domain into Etsy hosts. Like so. We can ignore this. Doesn't really matter now. And then we can add the soup to code local domain. There we go. And then we can try username nothing, password nothing, like so. And then we can try -- users. So this is just me checking if I have some form of anonymous access that I can enumerate to users. It says status access denied. So I want to try that over LDAP as well. And once again, it seems to have this issue, which is pretty annoying. So let's do that again. Not till current. Okay, that's fine. Let's try the same thing with SMB, okay? Or we try Redboot rather. This is a different technique. Okay, and this does not work. And I don't think LDAP has Redboot. It does not. But now we can try this with a guest user. They might have this disabled, or they might have this enabled. And there we go. So now suddenly we got a ton of information, okay? So this just spits out so much information. We can see particular users. right? So the SIV type user are basically a user. So there is actually a user called firewall service, backup service, web service, monitoring service, admin, and then these with $signs. These are more likely to be computer accounts than a user specifically. At least that is the most common. So, but that's okay. We have a ton of users, as you can see. So what we can do with this information is that we can create a list of let's see. Let me just make a rule so that we can make like a directory called try hack me here. And then we can copy this. I forgot the -p, so we can create 2 directories at the same time. And then I can just copy the nmap over to that place. And then let's go in here. And then let me just make sure that this still works. And it seemed to do. Perfect. So now what I want to do is that I want to go into my notes, red brute. So notes is just for convenience, right? The checklist allows you to give you a methodology and what to do and how to think, make sure you haven't forgotten something. But this is just very convenient in terms of copy-pasting commands that you've made earlier for convenience, right? So what this will do is just, it will parse out the SID users, and then it will only give me the usernames, right? So it will ignore all of this stuff, and it will only give me essentially the usernames from earlier that we saw. Like so, and then it will tee it, or it will pipe it out to a file name called userlist2. Okay, so let me do that, and you can once again see that it's using the target environment variable, just so I don't have to copy paste and change the IP each time. So we can see that it created all of this, and once again, these might be computer accounts because it typically has $sign at the end of it, but that's okay. That's not an issue. We can still try what we want to try. And if you find this video useful, then you're absolutely gonna love this. We have a massive, free-to-try, 25-hour plus OSCP course that you can see that people are just absolutely loving. That inside gives you all of the resources that you need to crush the OSCP. We have a massive roadmap that literally covers everything. We cover initial access, privilege escalation, Windows and Linux. We cover Active Directory. We cover post-exploitation. We cover lateral movement. We cover pivoting, tunneling. We cover the exam. We cover the reporting. We cover all of the attacks that you need and all of the techniques that you need for OSCP. We also cover all the rooms that you need to do, and all of the rooms is linked inside. We cover Active Directory chains as well, and we literally cover everything. And you will instantly get all of these resources once you join. So click the link down below, try it completely for free. I'll see you inside.